Alrighty, so minor technical difficulty cutting the intro short today. I was having a little lag on the restream end, but that's okay. We're happy to be here.
Point of
So we're
order.
here
Point of
now.
order. I was promised a
Exactly.
2 minute intro. Point of order.
Hey, you get half that. We're getting on a deal today, and we're right on time too, 8 p.m. Eastern. So first, we're gonna start with intros. Corn Boy, as always. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Well, glad to be here, and hopefully we have a great stream tonight. Interesting week coming up, especially with all the things going on in the country. Hope to get into all of that.
That's for sure. Yeah, we have a lot of topics, about 25 tabs on hand right now. And returning to the channel, we have Comics Dad, and with your lovely wife joining us tonight as well. Thank you. We're going to introduce both you guys. How you guys doing?
Doing all right. Go ahead first, Queenie.
I'm doing pretty good. Living life to the full as much as I can. Blessed as always by the Lord and just doing the best I can.
Amen to that.
Likewise. Just finished up making up a stream from last night, right before about an hour ago. So the timing was great. And yeah, man, doing good, doing all right. Like Queen said, blessed. We're actually really, really blessed. Last week, for anybody that's been aware, Isaac, I know you're aware. I've been out of a job for the last 3 months, and last Monday, I actually got a job offer I wasn't even expecting. So, Lord
Wow.
works in mysterious ways and blesses us when we least expect it. So,
That is awesome. Well, I'm happy to hear that, and that's great. That's something, a lot of us I know have been keeping in prayer, and that's great. So, very happy to hear that. It's always good when you hear good people get a win. It's awesome. So, we're going to check in with the chat before we jump into the funny stuff to start the stream. So, as always, we have our favorite furry weasel. Thank you. No, the intro song's fine. It's user error, as always. So, we have Nishi. Good to see you. We got Captain. We got Erwin. How you doing, man? We'll be having him on next week, hopefully. We got Jake Martin, as always. Good to see you, brother. We got Cornboy, who is also here. We have Just JK. We have Comics Dad in the chat. Thank you. We have Erwin's Sentient Potato. Good to see you. We got Bats. Good to see you, man. We're going to have you on as well. We have our favorite appendage from Hollywood, ABF. And we have Valiant Goat. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you said you had to Google it to find the stream. That's too bad. It's algorithms kind of funny like that sometimes. And we have everybody and Alex. We're going to be
Make sure you
touching
follow
on
us on X if you're on
absolutely,
there. We always
absolutely.
post.
We're every time on all of our X, we're posting stream links to anything we're doing. So links are in the description for that for all of our X links as well. So. And also, one more thing of order is in the pinned comment in the chat, we do have stream support links. So am monetized now on Kick if anyone's interested in supporting, and we do have a Buy Me a Coffee link. It's just there, but we appreciate everybody showing up. So
congrats on the kick monetization, brother. I gave it a try, and
thank you.
I
Yeah.
couldn't hang with it, so congrats on that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's new. I'm new to multi-streaming, but it's fantastic. Kick, it's a site. I'm digging it. Just in the podcast section, it's usually gaming, but
Yeah.
it's been a good reception over there. So
Good, man. Glad to hear it.
yeah, first thing, funny stuff as always. We got to share this. This was posted. I got to change the layout of that. I'm not loving that. Alrighty. So obviously satire. We're talking about deportations a lot, but this girl here says my aunt just got deported, and my dad told me with a Trump AI. So let's see what she means by that. What does she mean
I'm
a
sorry
Trump
to
AI?
announce that Aunt Maria has been deported. Aunt Maria
It's the way
thought
to
it was
do
a
it.
good idea to sell mangoes outside the Home Depot. The ICE agents got her. No one knows how they found her, but your father never liked her very much, so it's not so bad if you think about it. Anyways, Mom is hosting a
Perfect.
goodbye party this Saturday for the familia. Please bring your aunt a gift to take back home. Yapper.so.
That is just
Yes.
perfect. Perfect. I need to make some Trump AIs for the channel because that was just perfect. So, love to see that. Quite the way to tell your family member that Auntie Maria got deported back to Mexico. So,
I just love the part where it's, your father never liked Aunt Maria to begin with, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Works out for everybody. So
She was selling mangoes at Home Depot. Who knows how they found her?
I know. Yeah. One more thing. In D.C., we have Subway Gate right now. This is big controversy going on. This guy in the slightly effeminate pink shirt threw a Subway sandwich at a police officer during a protest, and I believe he got
He's
arrested.
not a smart man.
No, at point blank too. You're standing off. I don't know about you guys. I would not throw a sandwich at a police officer. Let's see what happened.
No.
So he's standing there. He whipped it at
And
him.
then he runs.
Yeah, and then he runs. Like, what do you hope to accomplish? I don't know. And then they
I
get
don't
him.
get it, man.
People
And then
are
guess
not
where
too
he
bright.
worked?
Where'd he work?
Subway?
Subway?
The
Quiznos.
DOJ got fired.
Oh, DOJ?
Really?
Really?
Yep.
Dude,
Wow.
how did
I'm
this
not too
idiot
shocked.
not see that coming?
Not too shocked. Yeah,
How many
Is his name-
people just like him are still in the DOJ?
I know.
Probably
Be-
plenty.
Would be ironic if his name was Jared too, just with the Subway. But I had to share this. Vice President Vance was. This is crazy. We all talk about the UK. We're always making fun of our friends in Britain, but this is crazy. We always make fun. Do you have a license for that? So the UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy, the gentleman on the right, he reported himself to the government for fishing without a proper freshwater license last week with JD Vance, a violation that's going to cost up to £2,500. So he felt guilty enough for fishing while on a little diplomatic trip with the vice president. He reported himself. He turned himself in.
He had no license.
He had no license for that. So pretty crazy how far the mighty have fallen. They used to dominate half the planet, and they've fallen to this. So
Was
crazy.
Vance over there with him, or was he over
Vance
here
was
with Vance?
Vance was visiting the UK he was on a trip with his family, and of course doing some diplomatic stuff while he's there. So it's like, yeah, let's go fishing. And this guy felt so guilty he fished without a license in his own country that he's it's crazy.
Well, now my question is, did he not have the hindsight, and Vance did, that Vance got a proper freshwater license and didn't
I
get
don't
fined?
know.
Because that would be great.
I mean, imagine
find JD Vance for it. Who knows?
Yeah, you're gonna find the vice president. I don't know.
No, he just knew the country's laws better than the other guy did.
Well, shoot,
Possibly.
with their new Online Safety Act, they're trying to fine 4chan now over there in the UK.
Yeah.
And lawyer Ron Coleman's like, no, you're not.
So, couple more funny things, then we do have the more serious stuff. We all know Alex Stein, number 99, Pimp on a Blimp. So he's a favorite of the channel. He was at a liberal protest in Texas, and we'll just see how this panned out. 28 seconds.
Hey, you guys want some tampons?
Yeah.
Quit hitting me with your stick. You want a tampon?
For Tim Waltz.
You want a tampon?
For Tim Waltz.
You want a tampon,
Tim Waltz
sir?
puts them in the boys' bathrooms. So they hit him. He's just
I'm sorry you dropped.
figures.
Don't touch him again. Don't touch him again.
Get off.
Don't touch him again. Don't.
So nonetheless, I don't know. Alex figured the type of people that might need such products. The
And they have
men over
signs
there.
that say hands off. They couldn't
The
keep
men
their
on the-
hands off.
I love his
Yeah, the-
shoulder every time I see him do something.
Oh.
It's great.
He's fantastic. The dude is hilarious. He does things I could never imagine. I would not have the courage to do ever. I would not have the whatsoever. But
For sure.
yeah, pretty crazy.
I'd be able to do it, but I wouldn't have the self-restraint that he does. I'd
No.
probably end up somewhere I wouldn't want to be.
I would get carried away too. Yeah, it'd be a little easy. So just best to avoid situations like that sometimes. But I had to share this. We're not out of the mask era, apparently, with these people. Final thing on the ironic side of the stream. I had to show this. This chick, or whatever they want to call these people nowadays, is upset about masks.
Officially
So-
have a new favorite, KN95.
Or happy,
To break
you know.
into a top spot in
They're
mask
reviewing
needs to be
mask reviews.
A trifold. I love it, especially if
In
it's
2025,
kind of
this was
approximately
just
my skin
uploaded.
tone, so it blends in a little bit. I feel like I get harassed less in public that way. having a wire for the nose to help with fit, no glasses fogging,
Oh my gosh.
and
They broke
2025.
ear
many
loops.
people.
It's got adjustable ear loops to really help keep that. We've got
Ugh.
Look at how red her face is from wearing it.
a foam
I know,
nose bridge
it's
in
not
addition to the
healthy.
wire, so really helps get.
That's enough of that. But guys, in 2025, these people are still on about the,
Oh, dude, I'm not
Mask.
surprised. We live in we live right near one of the bluest parts of Pennsylvania, and we were out the other day and we saw not a lot, but like a small handful of people still wearing them. And if I didn't mind being rude in public, I
Yeah.
I wouldn't bite my tongue and I'd just go off. But it's not
Yeah.
even worth it because their brain cells are gone from breathing in their own breath too much.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, it's
Who are you talking to? You're always rude in public. What are you lying about?
No.
You're
I
gonna
make
go to
my
hell for lying.
no.
You're
I
gonna
make
go
my
to hell for lying.
I
Keep this
make my
up.
comments to you. I don't direct them towards
Okay.
others.
Oh, that's a lie.
Okay, there was that one person wearing a dog collar in Walmart like 2 weeks ago. I said woof
you-
a couple of times, and then okay,
for real? There
for
was-
real, there was a dude posing as a really fat, tall, ugly dude posing as a woman wearing a dog collar, and I just every time I passed by them in the store, I went bow wow, woof
my
woof,
Gosh.
and even one
Oh,
time,
that my daughter started doing it.
and even
Yeah,
one time
that's-
one time I passed, I went.
That is perfect. And that's so harmless, but that's perfect, because these people, and I say these people, I mean the mentally ill, that can't be tolerated, that type of behavior. That's crazy.
Just a little bit of bullying goes a long way.
It does. Hey, I always say bring back bullying. Those anti-bullying ads from the early 2000s did not work on me at all. So I say bring it back. It keeps society a little normal. And speaking of abnormal, the former FBI director, James Comey, not a big fan of him, but he says Taylor Swift helps him deal with President Trump.
That sounds a little
He's a-
sus.
He's a Swiftie. He's a Swiftie. No ABF, I would never want to infringe on your territory, but yeah, he's a Swiftie. James Comey, of the former director of the FBI, says it's like his security blanket listening to Taylor Swift. Can you believe this is the type of I'd say loosely men, people we have in our government, that they need to listen to Taylor Swift to cope with the current man in office? What do you guys think about that? That's nuts. It's nuts.
Go ahead, Queen. I know how you feel about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
The words that I can say about look, listen, I'm gonna be respectful because I'm trying to have a good night.
Yes.
My daughter's not allowed to listen to Taylor Swift. There is no way on the depths of hell she is allowed to listen to Taylor Swift. That's not happening. I have so many, and here's the problem. I stopped going to our church because of our church was such a hypocrite place to be. And we'll get into that if you want me to, but I went in there one day and I said to the girl, because she was playing Taylor Swift, I was like, please don't play that. I don't want my children to listen to that. She goes, well, why not? I'm like, because I don't like Taylor Swift. And she goes, why? Because she's a liberal. I said, no, it's because of other reasons as well. And what she believes in as a woman and how she's brainwashing these other little girls, things that they shouldn't know or realize.
Right.
She's
can't
as bad
stand
as
her.
Roblox for
Hey,
them kids.
Oh, yeah.
Nishi said it right here. We do keep it PG-13 here, but she said it right here. And you know what?
Thank you,
I would argue, you know what? You as a parent, as a mother or as a father, you don't need to justify why you don't want your kids watching or listening to something. You're their parent. It's your right. They shouldn't even question that. Like, oh, is it because she's that's not the right way to go about it. If a parent says, hey, could you not play that around when my kid's around, they should just say, okay. It's a respectful thing to do. So
Yeah.
that's my 2 cents. Yeah, so pretty crazy. I'm just, I'm not too surprised. That's what James Comey is all about. So,
Of course.
Yeah,
pretty
a lot of soy going around in the highest ranks of the government back then.
yes, sir.
Good
Yeah,
old James Comey.
yeah, and he was the Russia guy too. So, Pretty crazy. I got to get opinions on this. This is pretty crazy. We talked about the fake lab-made butter last week. This is just a short little clip, but they are talking about now factory-produced meat possibly hitting the stores in our nation. So, made on a 3D printer. Let's check this out.
$9 for that?
Yeah. So people are saying this is posted by InfoWars on X. So, in my opinion, reliable source. But people are saying that they're getting essentially manufactured meat they're finding in the stores. I'm not loving it. Not loving it.
Well, Comic said we are officially vegetarians. Congratulations.
No, we're just going to go to the dairy farm down the road.
That's the way to do it.
No, I can't
Get to
do
know your
that.
local
I
butcher.
can't do it.
Split a cow. Split a cow.
I can't do it. I'll eat beans. I'm okay.
Our younger one loves cows and wants to run a cow farm one day. That's why she's saying that.
Yeah. Hey, I can't blame her. Cows are nice, but I also like eating them too. So there's that. I can't.
Well, me too. I like
can't
steak.
put that aside. Yeah, I like steak too. And don't ask the chat how I like to cook my steak. It'll get a little contentious.
Are you medium? Are you well done?
He's a well-doner.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
I know.
Isaac?
I know. We all.
No, I mine
With
rare.
ketchup, no less.
Hey, rare. No, not
Rare.
with ketchup. I do use steak sauce, but not ketchup. No, Trump.
Mine
uses
has
ketchup.
some moo.
Oh my gosh, I could never. I
love
but,
it.
Hey, I know I'm in the minority here, so yeah. But yeah, that's me. I don't know. I guess I was dropped on my head one too many times, but we shall see. I have to share this. This was pretty funny. This is just modern day summed up in one video. 1 minute clip, and yeah, sums up what we're
Our
dealing
first
with.
question, 1 + 1.
Defies common sense.
Yes.
2.
Incorrect. Yes.
Multiculturalism.
Well done, Simon.
Exactly.
Next question, what is 3 times 3? Yes?
9.
Wrong. Yes,
Son of a
Penelope.
bitch.
Gender equality.
Very good, Penelope.
Is this a
Crazy.
joke?
You think gender equality is a joke?
No.
Yeah, it is
but
actually,
isn't this a
but yeah.
maths class?
Don't be so racist.
I just asked a question.
We don't ask questions. Questions are offensive.
Yeah. Let me see this.
It's satire, but at the same time, like, I could see this happening in
They've just written
place
equality
like
and drawn
Harvard.
love hearts on a piece of paper.
He expressed himself and it's beautiful.
He didn't even spell equality correctly.
We don't discriminate.
This has nothing to do with mathematics.
You think you're so great with your
Math
maths
is
and your
racist.
science and your facts. What about feelings, huh?
Yeah. Feelings are more important than facts.
This is wrong. You're all crazy.
Stop violating me with your different opinions.
I have the right to speak my mind.
No, we have the right not to be offended.
And that's more important.
Sums up modern day, like, perfectly, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's satire, obviously, but, like, we've all experienced this to one degree or another, I think.
That's Intro to
And,
College 101 on every campus today.
You son of a gun. Nice joining us. Thank you, Comics Dad. It was great to have you. No, we'll bring him back. We'll bring him back.
Shade. Well done,
Shame.
Isaac.
The head of shame. Hey, I admit it. I've got Hey, I'm also the guy, mind you, that says I prefer the prequels over the original trilogy. So don't take my opinion too.
I will say they
Hey.
aged like fine wine. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Zoomers
Hey,
love
Cole
the
Hauser.
That hits
prequels.
hard. That hit real hard when he
praise
said
Allah.
that.
Hurrah, Cole Hauser.
Praise Allah. I'm a Chinese Muslim. So, last thing of the last tab of the funny things. Last tab. This is not funny as much as it is sad, but the chief of police in Washington D.C., our capital, by the way, she does not know what the term chain of command means whatsoever.
What the chain of command is now?
What does that mean?
Well, is it Pam Bondi speaking to the mayor telling you, or how does this work?
So, the
What does
executive
that
order
mean?
is clear. The president.
That's all we need to see. But the chief of police of Washington, D.C. does not know what the word chain of command means.
Well, because she's so used to hearing things being off the chain. So
Off the chain. Well, that's true. It's off the chain. So, who are we to culturally appropriate?
She was oppressed by chains in a past life.
Hey, we was
she's
We
very
was-
sensitive to chainmail.
we was police chiefs and shit. So, nonetheless, leaving it there. But we're in the racist tone right now. It's okay. We're very welcome. Do not redeem the card, or in this case, H-1Bs are more dangerous than DUIs. It would seem. I mean, we are getting the report. I don't even know if the video can be shown, but I'm going to show the video first. I'm going to keep it muted just in case. We had these two men from basically India, and they're Sikhs, and they drove a truck in Florida. They got their license in California. We're going to get into the details of that. Gavin Newsom's dump of a state, California, gave them a trucking license, and they killed 3 people in an accident doing an illegal U-turn in the state of Florida this past week.
Like it says there, he illegally entered the U.S. through the southern border in 2018.
I saw this the other day, and my heart just
right in the
sunk.
side. Hit right in the side. Look, crushed.
And that was a minivan, so who knows? It might have been. I don't know. I don't remember seeing anything about who the actual victims were. But
there were 3 people in the vehicle. Yeah, look at
You
this.
see, in my personal opinion, I feel like this one, the electric chair should be still allowed.
I 100% agree. Or the gallows.
Maybe
or
wrong to say that, but I'm being serious. People like him should be fried crispy.
An open Battlefield 6 squad.
I would say not the electric chair because that might smell really bad in this case, cooking them. But you know,
oh my god,
the
gallows. I will say I do like curry chicken. I will say.
Yeah. I've never had it. I'm not gonna. I prefer my stomach to be in one piece.
Isaac, you should have known better than to ask me back.
Hey, it's what we're all about here. Yeah, and sadly, on a not funny note, while we're on that term, 3 people passed away because of this guy. And look at his face. He is. This is after he found out people died at his hand, and that's his reaction.
It's sickening.
What a bastard! What a bastard!
Morality is a bit different in non-Christian countries.
It is for sure. I'm not a big fan of Sikhism, that's for sure. So, yeah, Ronan makes a good point. The story did piss him off a lot. And also, Ronan, congrats on first day on the job today, the new job. So that's awesome to hear. So,
way to go, Ronan.
Yeah, that's awesome. And, yeah, so happy to see people winning in our community. And, yeah, ABF, his last meal would stink, literally and figuratively. So,
oh, God.
Pretty crazy. Yeah, I want to share this. People are just, oh, wait, why didn't it share? It did not redeem. That's okay. Let's zoom in.
Cole Hauser just had something interesting in the chat.
What's Cole Hauser got to say? Yeah, remember yes, the truckers' strike in Canada. The majority of truckers were East Indian. I remember seeing that, and up in the capital there and the different cities. Yeah, it's there's a lot of them, and we're gonna get into it. There's a school called literally Punjabi driving school where they attract Indian drivers, and it's pretty crazy. Yeah, Hayden here saying, I know for a fact, yeah, Hayden went to driving school, used to drive a truck. In his class there was about 8 guys who didn't speak English, and he rode in the truck with them. Yeah, I don't blame you for skipping the long day on that trip. So imagine that. We have, our signs in this country are written in English. But you can't speak it. So how are you going to properly know when to stop, when to go, when to do things safely?
And it's ridiculous how many of these guys are actually able to get their CDLs here in America. Personally, anecdote, my last job, I was a trucking manager. I managed a trucking yard, and my job was to hire drivers, or part of my job was to hire drivers. I did not hire anybody. Well, not even me. The company I work for, fortunately, did not hire anybody that couldn't speak English with whoever they were interviewing with. So, and I had a couple of them myself.
That's the way it should be.
And it's I don't know how the hell they are all getting their CDLs here in America. I have no idea.
That's the same as the scams they're running with H-1B. They're getting bribes upon bribes for certifications. CDL being just another example.
Thank you for the segue to talking about that, because Cornboy shared this with me. Yeah, you don't need a license for that. Yeah, it is scary, easy to get a CDL, Hayden. You're right. We're going to be covering, we have a couple tabs, and again, thank you, Cornboy, for sharing these with me, because fantastic information. It says here, this is on X, this is a school literally called Punjab Truck Driving School. Earn up to $100K a year. These are the advertisements they're putting on the internet. It's the CDL school's fault. She says, there's literally one in California named Punjab Truck Driving School. It's run by Indians. They're helping Indians submit false paperwork to get their CDLs. Imagine my surprise.
And they're ramming them through in less than 2 weeks.
Well, that's the other thing. So we're going to share this tab. And here are the reviews. You know, with any company, you can go online and get reviews of their
Mhm.
performance and everything. Let's zoom in. What does this say? From one reviewer says, they don't even say I get my license. Yeah.
Just
I get my
15 days.
license in just 15 days, so I am excited to suggest everyone come and get your license. All instructors such nice and good. So, yeah, pretty...
Devil's advocate.
12 days.
There are like I said in my previous job, I've had a couple of these conversations because I'm curious myself. I don't have a CDL,
Mhm.
so I kind of talked to some of the guys that were working for me. You can go to a lot of CDL schools and within a month get to turn around and get your CDL. So that's not super surprising, especially because it's really just learn how to take the test and then they put you in the truck to see if you can drive it before you go take the test. So
Right.
I'm not overly surprised on that. But what I am surprised, like you said, to get my license, like the little things, it's the little things in the reviews you got to look for, though.
Mhm.
And then that, and also, I'm surprised. Now, we all voted for 40, 45,
Absolutely.
47.
45, 47, yep.
But nobody is infallible. Where
Of
is the
course.
federal government to come in? Especially now, hopefully the federal government now with this accident has eyes on this driving school, because there's DOT
Yes.
is federally regulated.
So, not on this driving school, but thank you for mentioning that. Benny
almost like I
Johnson
know.
posted, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to Benny Johnson, that ICE is seriously considering immigration enforcement at truck-way stations across America. That's pretty cool.
Good.
And I just want to give a welcome to King's Advisors, and I believe we got a King's Advisors raid, or one incoming. So thank you for that. We appreciate you.
Nice.
Yo.
And I just wanted to point out, Cole Hauser made a great point. Canada is being taken over by third worlders. There's a town, he's saying, called Brampton in Canada. 80% Punjabi. Literally try to stay out of there. I don't blame you, man.
Really?
I don't blame you. 80% is nuts. That's nuts. That's ethnic replacement at
Yeah,
that point.
it is. And I've
That's,
never been, but I'm familiar with Brampton, at least in terms of where it is and kind of a little bit of the workings of Brampton. That's really surprising.
Yeah, 80%. That's a takeover. So pretty crazy. Yes, King's Advisors. Thank you so much. We got 60 on YouTube right now. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for the raid.
Nice.
It's
Welcome
weird.
in,
Restream didn't
everyone.
let me know. I didn't have to know. Thank you, everybody. We're talking a little bit of politics and culture war stuff, and thank you, everybody, for stopping by, and consider subscribing. We thank you for joining us. So thank you so much for the raid, brother. I had to mention that. Restream didn't let me know. I had to check on YouTube. But yeah, so you're saying, yeah, but I mean, 12 days is short in my opinion. I mean, you were saying it can be pretty short, but what in your experience, what was
I would expect you have to be pretty competent though to do it in
yeah.
12 days.
No, I was
sounds
just
like
playing
these
devil's
people
advocate a
are
little bit. That's all.
Right.
going in dry and getting in less than 2 weeks. You know.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
My hunch is,
So-
do they even? How long did it, or if they even had a driver's license, or how long they had their even just standard state driver's license before they went right to that? Probably not long.
I doubt it,
if
if at
they're
all.
illegal aliens, they probably didn't even have any kind of license till they went and got their commercial driver's license. What a great segue.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, thank you, Kings. This is
Yo,
this is
Kings.
a record for viewership. Thank you, brother. We really appreciate you. So, everyone, if you're not subscribed to Kings Advisors too, check them out. And good legal advice. And
We had a great time playing Battlefield 6 over the last 2 weekends. King's Advisors. We even joined
Yeah.
in with Beardo and X-Wing and Mo Zamboni one night. That was
That is awesome.
quite a good time.
That's a great crew of people. So, yeah, just to wrap it up on the truck driving thing, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but yeah, this would be cool. I think, Homeland Security, ICE being set up at truck stops, at truck way stations, it follows the whole event we just talked about. So that would be a good advancement, I think. I think they should do that and, secure our nation. So that'd be great. What does Hayden have to say? Nope. You're basically given the answers, the test in class for the last several days before you go take the test. By that time, you know how to make the truck go. Okay, so, I mean, at least you have the experience under your belt and you know how to do it, but... There's a lot
Plus,
of
with
corruption out
modern
there.
trucks with their automatic transmissions, it's a lot easier to drive than handling,
Right.
25
Mhm.
gears or however many gears
with
they
a
used to have.
double stick shift or whatever they used
Yeah.
to have back in the day. Yeah. So, shifting subjects. We're going to talk about. I think you guys are going to have some great commentary on this as well. Gal Gadot is blaming anti-Israel backlash for Snow White failure, and then walks it back. No blame for Rachel Zegler, her co-star of the movie, if you want to even say co-star. But yeah, I just have to say off the bat, I don't think people's opinions on geopolitics, whether you, I don't think how people feel about Israel or Palestine or whatever, has anything to do with the fact that this movie bombed at the box office, horrendously bombed, and also what Rachel Zegler, some of her not so great
Yeah, was
comments
it
on
was
the red
it
carpet.
fueled by her co-star? I mean, is she blaming her for this?
We don't know. But just quickly to get into it for some context, it says here Disney's Snow White remake was supposed to be a surefire hit, allegedly. That's okay. Instead, it became one of the studio's most controversial misfires in years. The film was dogged by criticism before release. I would say rightfully so, because in the press lead up, the marketing lead up to it, you guys remember the weird, all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it was not off to a good start. Marred by political firestorms during promotion, and ultimately collapsed at the box office. Now, Gal Gadot, the actress behind The Evil Queen, she's drawing renewed attention to the issue, suggesting that anti-Israel backlash was to blame for the movie's failure. Now, I personally don't care about the Middle East at all, and that has nothing to do with the fact that I didn't see this movie. I wasn't going to see this because, first of all, I'm not the audience for it, but also, even if I was, say someone has kids or whatever, a lot of people, you guys have kids. After what these actresses and people said on the red carpet, were you too intrigued to bring your kids to see this movie with modern Disney?
My beautiful 5-year-old, who I love dearly, is the biggest Snow White fan on the planet. Kid
Okay.
loves Snow White. When she saw the preview for this, she looked at me and said, "Mom, this is not Snow White. What is this?"
Okay.
She's like, "This woman's weird."
Yeah. So you're saying right off the bat, a 5-year-old is able to recognize, obviously a smart 5-year-old, of course, but, a 5-year-old that knows and loves this character right off the bat without even knowing any of the political stuff or anything is like, this is weird. This is not right.
Yep.
It's pretty indicting right there of this movie right off the bat. So
The dwarf scared her.
Yeah, the CGI monstrosities.
I wouldn't have even hired her to be a Snow White Disney princess at a theme park or anything. She just
No,
I don't think so.
The type.
No, not cut out for it.
And it just this whole situation always really baffled me, because like she even Ziegler, however the hell you say her name.
Yeah.
This nut job even attacked her own co-star verbally, publicly.
Exactly.
About being a former Israeli military, and
IDF,
and being
which
Jewish,
is mandatory for them.
It is right,
and it's like that alone, just attacking your own co-star over literally anything, especially that of all things, with the tension that there was. But no, it was because there was anti-Israel rhetoric. No, it was just Rachel Zegler was a complete moron and just didn't know how to stop running her mouth. Like
I mean, if you remember how the producer or whoever had to fly out and tell her to shut her ass up,
and not once, but twice or 3 times.
Yeah,
but
pretty much. Yeah,
it boils down to kind of, this is actually a very, very small, slight conversation I had yesterday with some people somewhere new for the first time. Great icebreaker with people in a blue area, by the way.
Okay.
But no, it wasn't bad. But it's just celebrities in general we were talking. And I said, just regardless of the celebrity, I don't care if they vote red, vote blue, if they're right-leaning, left-leaning, whatever their views, beliefs, whatever are, their job is to shut up and entertain me, monkey.
Yep, that is right. They are the court jester. And we're going to finish up. We're not reading this whole thing, but dude, that is a perfect segue. We have a clip, 2 clips actually, of celebrities that need to shut up, sit down, and entertain. That's what they need to do. Just here, last thing, remarks, Gal Gadot was pressured to speak out against Israel. Like I said, I don't really care about an actress's opinion on Middle East garbage. The Middle East is a dump, and it's not our problem. And I don't know why people are so obsessed to have their actresses or actors or their favorite celebrities confirm their political biases or opinions. Just entertain me. Be good at put a good product out. I'm not here for their political takes. If I wanted to, I'd watch a political thing.
The only
So pretty
political
crazy.
the only political takes I want from celebrities are if I'm watching The West Wing. That's it.
That's true. That's true. And you know what? Even though that was left leaning, that was an entertaining show. So that, go back to that. Exactly. And what's Hayden got to say? Maybe don't start going in on geopolitical war that's been going on for decades. Yeah, it's not going to be a contentious subject at all. A decades-long conflict. That's not contentious. Yeah, maybe don't bring that up when you're promoting a movie. What a concept. And this is perfect. This is, let me see. This was uploaded by the Redheaded Libertarian, an old clip talking about the place of celebrities and entertainers and why maybe, just maybe, like Hayden said, don't get in on too heavy of a topic. Just entertain.
People say he'll never take a serious controversy. Well, I have an answer to that. I said, now, tell me the last time that Jack Benny, Red Skelton, any comedian, used his show to do serious issues. That's not what I'm there for. Can't they see that?
Exactly right.
But you're not. Why do they think that just because you have a Tonight Show that you must deal in serious issues? That's a danger.
Like these guys.
It's a real danger. Once you start that, you start to get that self-important feeling that what you say has great import. And
inflated
strangely
ego.
enough, you could use that show as a forum. You could sway people, and I don't think you should as an entertainer.
Wow.
He is missed. A great one, Johnny
Perfect.
Carson.
I mean,
Johnny
I agree
Carson.
with Isaac on that because I used to be a big Gabriel Iglesias fan. I used to be a huge fan of his.
For sure,
I
Fluffy,
loved his
yeah.
work.
Mm-hmm.
But his last two shows, he has brought in being liberal and all that, and he's ruined what I had respect for him for. He's went downhill. And ever since he started this crap, I'm done. Like, I won't even watch him anymore. It's sickening.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I've seen some of his older stuff. I haven't seen his newer stuff. That's disappointing because I always thought he was kind of one of the ones that he kept that stuff to himself, and it's leaking
Not
out with all
anymore.
these people. That stinks because he was a good one. Fluffy, I loved that guy before. That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that, and that's unfortunate. They should probably take a lesson from this. I'm a big fan of this guy. I loved The Terminal List, best show I've seen in a long time. Chris Pratt, he had a great little segment
Love
about
Chris
this on.
Pratt.
Yeah, on Jon Stewart's little podcast. Not a big Jon Stewart fan, but Chris Pratt. So let's hear what he has to say about celebrities, TDS, and basically your opinions as a celebrity.
Politics, you inherit enemies, and when you jump on the bandwagon with who is the most divisive president ever, it makes sense that you're going to be made to look terrible. And so I don't know what to believe because it's not like I sit with Bobby and I go, so hey, let's talk about this. Let's talk about. It's like we're just playing cards or playing Mafia or having fun or having dinner. I'm not going to pick his brain to find out exactly which of those things are true. I just kind of assume that none of them are, and for the most part, I wish him well, man. I hope there's certain things that he
talking about
overseas
Trump
that seem to be supported in a bipartisan way, like getting terrible toxic stuff out of our kids' food. I think that's a great thing, and so
Everyone should
just
support
if you
that.
just do that, that's amazing. I'd hate to be so mired in hatred for the president that any success from his administration is something I'd have an allergic reaction to. To be like, oh, well, if they do it, I don't want it to happen. I'll put Clorox in my children's cereal myself. It's like, come on, be reasonable here. There's certain things that would be a good thing to have. I want them all to be successful.
What a perfectly well said clip right there from Chris. That is like, I can't agree more. I couldn't agree more. That's perfect. I think Chris is
Don't
based.
take a side, just push the good.
Exactly right. Take the good with the bad. You don't have to agree. I'm not a Trump cultist, and that's what they want to call it. I don't agree with him on everything. I voted for him. I wish he is the most successful president in
strikes,
history.
Yep.
Exactly right. That's what we do as free-thinking people, And Chris said it perfectly. Support. I wish Biden did good things. I didn't vote for him and I don't like him. If he did good things, I would have praised him. I can't think of any right now if he did, but, is what it is.
Well,
I
nothing
don't
from
care.
his administration came from him.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for the subscription. We appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for stopping
Yo,
by.
Tommy, thanks for stopping by.
There we go.
Thank you. So, yeah, so perfectly said from Chris. Big fan of a lot of his stuff. I've been watching him for, we've all known him for a while now. So, pretty cool. And yeah, I agree, Rizkit, big fan. And the new Terminalist show, the prequel series, Dark Wolf, I think that's coming out. Definitely going to be watch partying that. So,
Have you
pretty cool.
seen the backlash on this already? The libtards on X are melting.
I can only imagine.
Damn, I just saw something not too long, like literally about half an hour before the show started.
Wow.
And I forget.
I haven't seen it.
It wasn't Variety. It was another one of those god
Variety.
rags. No, it wasn't Variety. I forget which one it was. Red Icon. I can't remember which one it was on X. But everybody in the comments, or most of them, was like already like they didn't even mention like the crap in our kids' food or anything like that. They're like, oh well, of course he's kind of somewhat related to RFK Jr., so they don't he's got to say the right thing or the Gestapo's going to take him away. And other people were like, yeah, RFK Jr., the guy who halted all cancer research and all doesn't want to stop or wants to keep cancer going, blah blah blah, this that and the other. When there's obviously reasons behind that, but also none of them mentioned anything about like
First
what
order
Chris Pratt was
thinkers.
talking about. Yeah. Nothing what Chris Pratt was actually talking about, though, about, like, he's happy that things are going to be taken out of our food supply.
Exactly.
And none of them mentioned that in the comments of that post.
Never, because they're so just filled with rage. They hate Orange
And
Man
they're
bad,
ingrained with orthodox scientific beliefs that have been pushed on them that are not necessarily true, but have an agenda behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly right. So, greatly said from Chris. We're going to move on from that, but yeah, perfectly said from Chris. I think that's pretty solid advice from him. So I wanted to quickly share this. Yesterday, we've been having a lot of talks with Russia, the little land dispute that's going on over there. YouTube doesn't like when you say the other country's name too much, but great imagery. That's all I have to say. Great imagery. I think much more portraying strength than we had a year ago. I think that's pretty good on the world stage, and I have to say pretty cool too. This was awesome as someone who likes military aircraft. This was pretty cool. Why did it not share the screen? I don't love that. Here we go.
What have you done?
President Trump had a flyover right when Putin
Those
they
are
were
some
walking down.
good-looking jets.
Nice.
Yeah, look at this. Pardon the background noise, but this is pretty epic. Look at that. Right when Putin's walking down.
That's the plane that bombed Iraq.
Good old show of strength. Show of force is what that is.
That's the way to do it.
Welcome to our country. We're not going to let you push us around like you did that other place and everywhere else in Europe.
So basically, it's like, hey, look, that's our stuff, and it can go anywhere pretty quickly. So pretty cool. But two more subjects, then we're going to raid into off the hip. I wanted to talk about Gavin Newsom. I'm not his biggest fan. I don't think anybody on this panel is a big fan of Newscum. He's not the best governor, that's for sure. He has always had TDS, but he is going on the attack. He is obsessed with Trump, and it's looking, that's why I said it in the title, it's looking like he's making a run for 2028, possibly. He's doing a lot of podcasts and interviews. I don't know the legitimacy of that, but we're going to see. We're going to see what he had to say. Hail, Barbie, thanks for stopping in the chat. Good to see you. Yeah, Jeff, yeah, exactly. That'll be right over Moscow if you don't shape up. That's the way to do it. So Gavin is saying Trump knows he's going to lose in 26. Well, if he means the midterms, Republicans, I don't know. We don't know. Are there polls out for that yet? But he's saying that he wants to rig congressional seats, and it's going to backfire thanks to California. So President Trump made it where they are getting rid of mail-in ballots. I'm all in favor of that. And Gavin Newsom says that is a form of rigging the election. I don't think so. I think quite the opposite. I think having mail-in ballots
is rigging,
more. Yeah, that is the rigging. 2020, Trump won. So that's Gavin Newsom is obviously pretty salty about that. So yeah, it looks like he's going to make a run. And last thing on this, I have to share this. If it shares the page, I don't know. It's weird. It's not transitioning pages. He got sent a Trump 2028 hat in the mail. and it looks like he had a bit of a nervous breakdown. Little old Gavi out there in California. Someone sent him, I don't know who, sent him a Trump 2028 hat. Let's see his reaction.
Well,
So
I think it's pretty sick and
it's the end of the world.
and it just said everything you need to know, the setting that we're under. That they chose the time, manner, and place to send their district director outside right when we're about to have this press conference. It said everything you know about Donald Trump's America. And that was top down. You know that for a fact. They'll deny it, I'm sure. Maybe they won't deny it. It said everything you know about the authoritarian tendencies of the president
authoritarian,
of the United States.
wow.
I said in a
So
moment,
scary.
wake up, America. Wake up. You will not have a country if he rigs this election.
Wow.
You will have a president who will be running for a third term.
He
Mark
sounds
my
like an
word.
election denier.
I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not
Yo, Crease, what's up?
screwing around. The rules do not apply to him. The most corrupt president in history.
Sounds like projection to me.
Oh, yeah.
Capitalism.
Crony capitalism.
He's wrecking
Wow.
this country, wrecking the economy. He's a lawless president. Wake
Lawless,
up,
wow.
America.
Lawless, just like how Joe Biden forgave student loans with taxpayer dollars illegally. That was interesting. A lot of lawlessness going on about a year or so ago. Before auto pens.
You know, lawless,
It's
just
weird
like
how-
all of California.
Yeah, the state of
Weird
California.
how
I
all
mean,
these judges that keep blocking his executive orders keep getting overturned by the Supreme Court. It's weird.
quite.
Did you guys hear
interesting.
about the states, what they're doing now in certain states?
Are you talking
What
about
is
the
that?
redistricting?
No. So only certain states right now, like Louisiana's doing it, Florida's doing it. I believe is it Ohio doing it? There's a few other states doing it. But basically what's going on is there was a huge rant on YouTube and TikTok. I'm not on TikTok anymore, but I've seen like clips of it. Basically, the state is giving people 2 years to get a full-time job because they're taking away their Section 8. And people are freaking out saying,
Really?
the government's supposed to take care of me because I'm a single mom and I have a kid.
Yeah.
No one
Oh,
told you to
wow.
spread your
Over
legs,
TikTok
honey.
From what I've seen, yep.
Yes, so
No one
government's
told
not
you
your
to spread
daddy. Yeah. That's
I even
And-
saw one that said the government was her, baby daddy or whatever.
Really?
That's what I saw.
Serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, though. Like, listen, guys, listen. I have nothing against single moms. I was a single mom before I met him. I had a
course.
daughter before I met him. It happens, okay? But here's the thing: I worked a real job. I didn't have food stamps and all that stuff. I actually worked my tail off and got my life together. Had my own apartment, my own car. I paid my own car insurance and everything I had to do. These people are so lazy and disgusting.
Mhm.
And
And
they're giving
entitled.
single moms bad names. Yeah, and they're giving single mothers bad names because, like me, before I met him, I worked really hard. I worked 60 hours plus a week.
That's the way to do it. And you know what? These people have an entitled permanent victimhood mindset. And you nailed it. You know, these things happen, and that's life. Too bad, but you know what? That's not what the government's there for. That's not what it's there for. It's why are they ripping money out of other people's
Whole
pockets?
generations have been
Exactly.
brought up with their families for multiple generations, just living off of the government assistance, and they teach their kids, and their kids teach their kids to use the system to enrich themselves and not work for it.
Well, and the thing that
It's
I'm
unfortunate.
starting to see regarding all that I love, because especially it seems like, I mean, there's people of all demographics, but it seems like there's people of a specific background that are really going on, like TikTok and YouTube Shorts, everything. They're really making a big deal out of, oh, well, I'm losing my $7,000 of food stamps and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
There is somebody who I've come across recently on X, and he's been going around for a while. People love him, but I've only just heard of him about a week ago. Kaizen D. Asidu.
Okay, I'm not
If you're-
familiar. No.
I'll send you a link, but basically he's just another guy that he's out there, and he says it like, hey, listen, you're saying that our community is under attack, and you're the ones that are attacking our community because
Pretty
you're
much.
in our community and this, that, and the other. And like
Exactly.
he calls the balls and the strikes, like you were saying earlier about what we do with Trump. He calls
Yes.
the balls and strikes on everything. He did a video about like
It's very hard for some people to do. Yeah.
yeah, he had one talking about like, because people are talking about like slavery again and everything, and so he did a video going over the history of slavery and how it's not excluded to one color of
Yes.
people, enslaving another color of people, and this, that, and the other. But he also called the balls and strikes with on that topic as well, and as you do. But like the dude, the more people like him are needed, even though unfortunately there's a lot of them out there, a lot of people like him out there already doing that within their communities, their different cultural communities. But like the problem is also is that the brain rot is just so deeply infected in at least the adults that they gotta start making like they gotta start doing events and stuff. Maybe like
It's
I don't know,
so
near libraries or something. Get to
Yeah, I mean,
the
not to
youth
mention
and
the
course
school
correct.
systems in those communities too are not putting out, the fairest assessment of how things actually are.
Yeah, and
Indoctrination centers, they are. That's
and
what
people
they are.
like Jasmine Crockett, like Kreese was saying in the chat, yeah, she ain't helping
Exactly.
that battle either. So
Yes, yeah, exactly. Jasmine Crockett is, she
Not
can't
from her
gerrymander. Yeah.
hour in St. Louis. She went to Dallas and played the hood rat to get a hood house seat, but now they're getting rid of it.
Yeah,
yeah.
And that's the other thing, like, for me, and for me, that's how I feel about this. Like, food stamps is there for people who really need it, who are trying to get their life together. That I understand. But when you have, Bubba Ray sitting his tail on the porch smoking weed all day and not working, that is the problem that I'm having. There are plenty of parents who need help with their children with getting by, because they're not making enough money to make it. But then when you have somebody sitting there smoking weed all day and not doing their job, like I said, I don't care if you're on food stamps. That does not bother me. What bothers me is how you contribute to society first. That's what bothers me.
Well, it's right there in the word government assistance, not government provided life,
and not government decade long. We're gonna pay your everything forever. It's not what it is. And what does Cole Hauser? Yeah, way worse. Being a conservative in Canada, I bet. Basically, they're basically right wing Democrats in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally different. It is a socialist nation up there, and maybe we'll liberate you one of these days. 51st state, maybe. What do you think?
Cole Hauser try to fund a Canadian or Canada First political party. Let's get you guys a true right wing party.
Cole Hauser for Prime Minister of Canada. I'm calling it right now.
Damn right.
And the campaign slogan is "Praise Allah, Chinese Muslims." So fantastic, yeah.
Heck yeah.
What does Kreese? If we're going base people off stats, yeah, there's more white people in America. That's on Section 8. Yeah, the particular group of people. Yeah, it's tough. And then there's the whole per capita everything. It's not even just like we said. It's not just the race thing. It's the mindset. It's the entitlement mindset. That is the cancer of all of this. It's the root of it all.
And I just responded to Kreese in the chat about that, just saying, like, all people just need to do better. But there does seem to be one vocal group more vocal than everybody else for some reason.
Kreese is right about that. Bring back the shame and food stamps.
Yes.
These EBT cards are just way too easy for people to get dependent on.
Well, when they're enabling it for you can buy all sorts of just trash, and that's like not even food, like just when Trump cut the restrictions, it has to be for like lightly healthier stuff. You can't buy fast food, and people freaked out. It's like, gee, I'm sorry you have to eat like you can't go to McDonald's every day on the taxpayer dime. I'm sorry, can't happen. But so.
Sorry, can't have
we'll see how it
Twinkies. I
goes.
think the salad. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Exactly.
You can't buy a Twinkie
so
anymore.
sorry.
I'm so sorry.
The salad that doesn't have green dye 47 in it anymore, thanks to RFK.
The end of the world as we know it.
Yeah,
Final
the Fruit
thing, we're
Loops
gonna
are all a shade of brown now instead of all the vibrant colors.
Yeah, we're gonna give this like 2 minutes, and then we got to hit outros and raid into off the hip. But quickly, you guys know. Modern Disney Star Wars, not real Star Wars, but has been woke as heck. It's not just that, it's trash. It's poorly written. And this is coming out that George Lucas said Star Wars is for 12-year-old boys. Wow. It's not a princess brand. It's not for... it's not necessarily dedicated to the middle-aged woke white woman
You mean the Force
audience.
isn't female?
Apparently not. Apparently not. So
color me shocked.
Someone should tell Disney, in a recent revelation that reignited debates about the essence of Star Wars, the essence, of what it is that attracted everybody to it. A director, Ron Howard, who did produce Solo, a Star Wars movie, a Star Wars story, which lost money, which is crazy that something Star Wars...
over, halfway through the campaign to get that going.
Yeah. It's Disney's a a disaster. But he asked George advice. How do I make this? And George just simply said, "Remember, just don't forget, it's for 12-year-old boys." I don't think we even need to read beyond that. It's a straightforward directive that encapsulates the intent for Star Wars. And it just goes back to I'm always preaching gatekeeping and all that stuff. We don't even need to read into it more. But gatekeeping.
I'm usually against gatekeeping, but there is a time and a place for it. You just have to recognize where.
For sure. And keeping the crazies and the woke activists out is a pretty good line, I think, that we can all agree upon. But that pretty much wraps that up. We're going to have to call it here in a minute. I just want to check in with the chat one more time before we go. Good to see everybody.
Yeah, appreciate y'all coming in and watching, man. It's been a great show. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much, guys. We are live multi-streaming on X, YouTube, and Kick, wherever you're watching. Please drop a like and follow or subscribe, depending where you're at. Truly, thank you, King's Advisors, for the raid, and everybody that came over from King's channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for staying this long. We broke a viewership record tonight, so thank you. And please consider subscribing. We're live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, for the Golden Age podcast. We're talking not just politics, but culture war stuff. We want a better
everything
future,
that
full
matters
of common
for
sense.
a brighter
Exactly.
future.
The basic stuff. We can get a little nerdy on it, too, so it's pretty good. But thank you, Jake, for stopping by. Wayfarer, the OG. We got Nishi. We got NPC. We have Just JK and Cole Hauser, and we can go up the chain. But everybody, as we're signing off, thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Crease. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. So we're going to hit up outros before we raid into Off the Hip. Starting off, Corn Boy. You've been streaming. You've been doing a lot of game streaming. How's it going?
Yeah, it's been going pretty good. A few here and there, gradually getting my numbers up. And yeah, just tune in Wednesday night for Mario Kart. I'll be attempting to play with the locals chat against Geeks and Gamers. And last week was pretty exciting. Zeltroid stayed on afterwards and joined the GCA Discord to race with a couple of us
That's
in
awesome.
after hours. So be sure to check out GCA Discord. And if you like Mario Kart, play with us whenever you get a chance.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's been fun. That was cool to see Zeltroid, Johnny, up in there. Hopefully he got a better mic than he had on Tuesday night's main event. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
It came out clear in Discord, so yeah.
That's good. And the Comics family, that's what we're calling you, Mr. and Mrs. Comics. Thank you guys for stopping by. I know you guys, thank you for tolerating my kind of political hammering. You know, I can get kind of obsessive about the politics side. But your opinions were awesome. It was really great to have you guys on. Tell people where they can find it. We've got your links in the chat everywhere. What are you guys up to?
Go ahead, Queen.
So basically, you can find me on YouTube and Rumble. It's the places that I stream. I stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Sometimes on Sundays, depending on my kids, how they're feeling, because we do art and crafts together on stream together. You don't see my kids, though. I won't let you see my kids. That's not happening.
That's good.
But
that's very good.
And
they're
and
able to sneak their way in once in a blue moon.
Oh, they try. They try so hard. But I'm also with Comics Dad on Thursday, every other Thursday, doing a couples cafe together. But tomorrow night I will be on at 8:30. I have no idea what I'm doing yet, but we'll figure it out when I get to that point. So, yeah, I'll be on tomorrow.
That's awesome. And Comics Dad, we've got your links here too. Tell people what you're up to, what you're going to be doing.
So tonight I actually just finished up, before we started, an episode of The Pull List. It's a weekly show I do typically on Sundays now, where I go over just new books weekly in comic books, because every Wednesday is New Comic Book Day at your local comic shops. To give my personal recommendations of what I think might be worth checking out, and every once in a while I'll give what I call a trash box recommendation of what may go right into the garbage can, even at the comic shop. Don't even buy it, just put it in the garbage can. Very few and far between. But also this Thursday, like Queen said, we have Comics Couple Cafe, which is a bi-weekly show that we do together. We just talk with the chat, talk about life, whatever topics are going on, whether it's comic book related, pop culture, current events, political, whatever's going on, we talk about it together. Just have fun.
That's cool.
Mondays, I've been doing a Rumble-only Pokemon gaming stream, playing OG Pokemon Red recently. And then Fridays, sometimes I'll stream Friday, sometimes I don't. It just really kind of depends. But and then
you can't get all of them all the time.
And then I have another show I do bi-weekly as well. So I alternate Thursdays called Talk and Shop, where we've seen people like X-Wing on. I've had Eric Hodson, Drug 3PO's
Nice.
Artist for Acrobatic
Dreaded
Chronicles.
Dinosaur.
Yep, the Dreaded Dinosaur Man. I've had some members of the GCA on, and
Excellent.
I've had some people from Ripperverse on and coming on in the future,
Nice.
and other comic book creators and content creators, and anybody, anybody of all walks of life for the most part. Come
That's
on,
awesome.
talk to me. We talk comics, we talk their stuff, and a whole bunch of other stuff.
And you know what?
Very
The
good.
independent creator is the future. We are the media now. Whatever you're in, comics, podcasting, whatever, we're the media now. And the old has-been mainstream media is dying and or dead. And that's why I like to see what you guys are doing. You're on the pop culture side, but you're injecting common sense into it all. And we appreciate it. So thank you for joining us, everybody.
course.
We are going to drop the link. Go raid ABF. We're dropping this in the Kick and YouTube chats. Go to Off the Hip. Tell them I sent you. Tell them we sent you. Give them a hard time. Call them gay, and we will catch you guys